The refresh pool. Yo. Hey, what's up, Nick? $18.10. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want to find is edge foot fungus in your Burger King Edge Burger. 67, 63. Wow. It's hilarious, and also it's from very long time ago. I wonder if does that person still upload? Excuse me. Moondrop, hey gamer, what's going on? I'm doing all right. Just took a big nap. Good luck, thank you. Appreciate it. We'll see what happens. Yeah. He did a video explaining why he did it. I was talking to Amy. Yeah, I was talking to Amy. Why he did what? Just made the videos and did the weird voice? Because I would assume because he just thought it would be popular, because it would stand out. I was doing a normal run in our Golden Soul Silver. Okay. Just a little casual run. No, I was muted on purpose. I was talking to Amy. She's right there. I was talking to her. Oh, the doo-doo stood in the lettuce. Yeah, it didn't. Wasn't it that they were gonna like throw it out or something, but people were still mad or whatever? It was something like that. Pokemon Heart and Soul? Is that like a mod or something? You like to know team? Sure. Have you guys played It Takes Two? Uh-huh. Yeah, we beat it. We're playing Split Fiction right now, actually. We're probably going to play it after stream. It's a ROM, a Heart Gold Soul Silver. That makes sense. It's a ROM hack, yeah. Evolution, Firo, Victory Bell, Slowbro, Sand Slash, Electabuzz. Okay. Pretty well balanced. Yeah. This is emulator. Go Go Ho, appropriate name because we're hunting Ho-Oh. Would you look at that? We also played this game me and Amy did called We Were Here, and there's like a few sequels. We still need to beat the most recent one, or they might have made another one after. We kind of took a pause on it. Old luck? I'm assuming you meant good luck? Hey, Darketh, what's up? Ursaluna, Bridgeraff, the Dunsparce, Sylveon, Cleavor, and Annihilate. Hey. Annihilate's kind of crazy. Good luck, thank you. Celebrating my 1 year mod anniversary, so wrong. Yeah. Said 6 months last time. I think it's all over the place. Because you've been like unmodded and remodded when I need to delete one of your messages. Some teams got better for gym leaders, I hope so. They scaled the gym leaders and their teams are really bad in Heart Gold Soul Silver, so kind of the whole thing that people complain about. Kind of just like the encounter tables. Yeah, that's what he should have had. They all should have had Johto Pokemon. But like almost all the gym leaders had Kanto Pokemon. Like, what are we doing? What's going on? It Takes Two's the only split screen game I played. Are the others you played worthwhile? Yeah, We Were Here is definitely worth it. And actually with We Were Here, it's not a split screen. You have separate screens, but part of it is that it's a communication game. So you have like a walkie-talkie and only one of you can talk at a time. And you have to relay information back and forth to solve puzzles. And so you have to describe things and be like, oh, this symbol is like a circle with 2 lines through it on the right and a dot in the top right at like 3 o'clock, you know? And you have to like, yeah, solve puzzles like that. Yes, they're very fun and they're definitely worth playing. Amy, okay, so Amy just got upset when we were playing the last one. She got upset because it was like difficult to coordinate. So we'll play it again and it'll be fine. We played all the other games and had a good time. So she's just a recency bias hater. Just ignore her. They were good, and then Split Fiction's good too. It's a good time. It's a little like Unga Bunga, like easy, and then there are parts that are like weirdly like precise, and it's like the game makes you kind of feel like a child for a while, and then all of a sudden it's like it's Dark Souls time. I don't know. The controls on some of the stuff isn't great, like the vehicles isn't great, but it's like fine-ish. It's good overall. It's a good game. I just prefer an It Takes Two game. I really prefer We Were Here. The communication stuff is better because it's like we're just both playing a game and it like, or like taking turns doing stuff. The coordination doesn't happen very often, at least. If you fight Jasmine first before Chuck, you have to fight her Skarmory, Magneton, Corsola, Rain Dance for Magneton, Thunder, Steelix, and Magneton. Oh, Caesar instead of Magneton. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, but I would recommend all the We Were Here games. They were all really good. It is one of the ones where both of you just have to buy it though, but they are cheap. They're like $5 or $10 games usually. No, it's whatever. It's nice that only one person has to buy It Takes Two though, yeah. It's like the opposite of like Pokemon releasing two versions. How many encounters so far? We're right around 2,000. Duck's easier, Hitmontop, Sudowoodo, Poliwrath. I'd say it's a fine team to go through the Elite Four with. You're near the end of the game too. I mean, you got Iceman was a nice man. And then what's her face? Her name's not Jasmine. What did I think? Why am I thinking Jasmine? Blair? Her name Blair? Dragon, Gym Leader, and then Elite Four. So, and like some Team Rocket stuff, I guess, but. So early in the R&D, will we pull off the early catch? Stay tuned to see. Yeah. Well, same chances as any time, right? I mean, we could do 5 billion encounters and not get it, and still have the same chances. I gotta bring back any water. Yeah, you know, I would guess Ed's team's probably pretty similar because it's like the only team that's like decently well structured in the whole game. He has the 3 starters. He's got Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard, and then Pikachu. And then he has Espeon. I think it might be different between like Gold and Silver and Crystal, but I think he has. Well, if it's Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I think it just has Espeon. And then Snorlax. What do you hope to prove? Nothing. I don't know what to prove. That I can waste my time. Four out of 6 I'm fine and everyone else not so good. Yeah, the Espeon can hit pretty hard, and the Snorlax is, you really need a fighting type for it. Unless you're like buffing up or something. Hello, Addison's Basement. Is that the Addison? Wise words from Richard. Pokemon back to you, John. Why is this a news report now? DD Mega Doo Doo. It is? This is insane. You found my YouTube. This is my secret YouTube. I'm good with the starters and Pikachu, but not Snorlax or Espeon. Yeah, you need something to punch. Unless you have like something just setting up. Yeah, you don't have anything to punch. You don't have anything for punching. You could teach Typhlosion Dynamic Punch. Its attack isn't that bad. Meow meow. Aries, you were just getting pets. You were laying and getting pets for like 8 hours straight. I don't want to hear it. You do not need to come up here. I forgot how to send gifts. Huh? Oh, are those like the... Those are like, yeah, I don't have that yet. I could have had them added, but I don't have it added. You don't need 1,000 subs for that, but I haven't done it. I think you didn't forget, yeah. You just can't. I'm just about to hit 1,000 subs, so I'm gonna set up monetization soon, though. That wasn't the goal with the YouTube video, but I'm not gonna say no to money. Listen, I will not say no. YouTube's gonna run ads anyways, so like, might as well get like a little bit of the cash from ads on the YouTube video, not on the YouTube stream. I'll still run ads on my Twitch. There's pre-rolls, but I have ads turned off otherwise. People don't know you can just turn ads off. This is Go reporting stream side with Retro Pokemon. Tell me, Retro Pokemon, what message do you send your fans watching the stream? I don't know. I wish I knew I was gonna get interviewed. Always prepare for interviews. That's my Addison's World of Candy. You're subscriber 1,000, Addison. You did it. You're subscriber 1,000. You're the 1,000th subscriber. Hey, what's up, phone? Does it say it? It says it. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Next, I think I need to send everyone out for, unless you land that dynamic punch. You know what I'm saying? Dynamic punch. Yeah, nobody can really handle the fatty. Oh, they're saying it's gonna take a month? Oh. Okay. Ideas, by the way? Or idea, this is just ideas I'm not read yet. You could just get an Annihilate, and an Annihilate would just absolutely bop Snorlax. But the thing is that they could have changed Red's team very easily. I mean, if they changed other teams, why wouldn't they change Red's team, right? Sleep Powder. Send out a mon that I can get Focus Punch on. I think, does Snorlax have Rest and Sleep Talk? He might have Rest and Sleep Talk. I'd just be wary of that. I think he has Rest and Chesto Berry, actually. Am I wrong about that? Does he have Rest and Chesto Berry? Welcome back, Addison. I'm not sure if you heard, but you're the 1,000th subscriber. Subscribe. YouTube just let me apply to become a partner to make ad revenue. This is insane. Wow. I don't think the second video will do as well, but we'll see what happens. I watched all your shorts. If not all, the most. Nice. Hey. I hope you had a good time. Don't watch the Scarlet and Violet ones. Don't watch those. I wasn't that excited because I was getting everything so quick. It's not as fun. Those are the ones I watched first. Whoops. All right. Actually, my most viewed short ever was on TikTok, and it was us doing a raid in Scarlet and Violet, and us like doing a one-turn one-shot on the raid. It was like a big deal because not a lot of people had figured it out yet, and Amy like did a rage bait title. The rage bait, or it was like engagement bait. Amy put like, "This is the best way to one-shot it," and like everyone in the comments was like thought they were clever, and they were like, "You did it with friends. I don't have any friends." Both of you to assume I have friends. Both of you to assume people would want to play the game with me. And then there were so many people in the comments like, I soloed it. And it's like, alright, dog. Great accolades coming in from Retro Pokemon. Aside Pokemon streaming, what's your big goals for YouTube career? Nothing. We'll just make a couple dollars. Yeah. YouTube says it'll be a few months. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, send the laughing disco emoji right now, and I will give you 1,000,000 Robux. You have to do it right now, though. Whoever does it first is going to get 1,000,000 Robux. Send the laughing disco emoji in the chat. Imagine people who just joined hearing that. That was a joke. I hope nobody joined and heard that and then reported me and then left. I'm not a Robux scammer, I promise. I'm not one of those guys. Please don't. Please don't. Those weren't engagement farmers. They were scamming. There were these Robux scammers that were scamming children. So what they would do is they would do a pre-recorded video of like them doing something that would be appealing to like kids who would play Robux. So it would be like they would like have a phone with 911 on it, and they would be like, I'm gonna press 911. I'm gonna press it anytime now. And they would do that for like an hour to build up their viewership, and they would get up to like 2,000 viewers. And then they would switch to a pre-recorded video of them just being like, send this in the chat, I'll send you 1,000,000 Robux. 4 a.m. Addison's in frickin' Spain. What's going on? Later, Addison. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. I'm sending you all the gifts, okay? You seen those streams before? Yeah. When scrolling through shorts, I've gotten recommended the videos when they were like, or like the streams when they were like building up to the scam. But I didn't know that's what it was. I had no idea until Jax once made the video. Yeah, and they'll be wearing ski masks and they'll be like playing that game where the crocodile like bites down on your hand. You know, you like press the teeth, but they'll put thumbtacks on it and it'll be one tooth left. And they'll be like, I'm gonna press it. Should I press it? Because it would like stab their finger, you know. I don't think it probably wouldn't really cause that much damage either. It's like a thumbtack, not that much force. I think it'll be all right. Do that to build subs before the next video drops? Nah. They're coming in naturally. It's all right. Unless once I get the laughing disco emoji. $6,100 for Amy. Later, Gogo. Thanks for the interview. Any shinies yet? Not recently. Last one was a week ago. Saturday. We got Execute. Not this past Saturday, the one before. In the Safari Zone. What is that, Nick? That's not a command. That's not a command, my guy. Weekend time. It's weekend time. What's like your weekend? 65-hour week. It's like your weekend? Is that the idea? I'm suspicious of anybody who has that as a command in their stream. Putting the sus on them. I just settled the prep for a private wine dinner tomorrow night. Oh, nice. Private wine dinner. Will like a tasting menu kind of thing? Wine dinner. Mixed berry cobbler, gas. Brown sugar infused buttermilk biscuit in it. Okay. So you made the Bowberry biscuit from Bojangles. Google it. Can't wait for this new God of War game. Even though QB is in it. Or were we hating on QB? Jack Wade Cube. Yeah. Wait, wrong voice actor. It's funny that everyone's getting mad. They're like, why would I want to go from playing? Oi, Yui. I watched Mortal Kombat 2, but I fell asleep during the end. Can't wait to play as Veit, yeah. Yeah, but people were like, oh, why can't I play as, like, I want to play as, like, the big, muscular, sweaty guy who kills gods. It's like, pause for one. Why do you want to play as a big, muscly, sweaty dude? Okay. I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with that, but you think there's something wrong with that. The people saying that would think there's something wrong with that. You know? Got to the most fearsome warrior he had ever met, yeah. She called him good boy. She said good boy. This is insane. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Cox? Welcome back. We're just big chilling. It's just a big chill Sunday. Big chill Sunday. Greek. You right, Amy? We doing okay there? Yeah, I'm sure they'll do something like that. Why Hermes? Why are we hitting on Hermes? Percy Jackson show has been pretty good, by the way. It's been pretty decent. They did, you know, the first one, Lightning Thief, and then they did Sea of Monsters, and all right, that's pretty good. I got to watch season 2, but I like season 1. Yeah, season 1 was good. Get a crush on Annabeth, and I read the books when I was 13? 14? I read the first 2. I didn't read the last one. I'll watch eventually, probably enjoy. If you like the first season, you'll like this one. I think it was like basically just as good. Like same vibe. Maybe they had their bearings on things a little bit more. Book 3 and 4 goated. Those are the ones I didn't read. 2 and 5 filler. I didn't know there was a 5th one. There's a lot of can I get there's a sequel spin-off about Roman gods, is there? Huh? Percy's in it, but not the main character. Well, that doesn't really work, does it? Having multiple sets of gods? Like, oh, this guy's the god of the ocean. It's like, this one's also the god of the ocean. They're different. I just remember they were playing in Modern Warfare 2 in the Lightning Thief movie. Oh, that movie they made a long time ago where they never made a sequel. Yeah, it wasn't very good. In mythology, Roman pantheon took over after Greece falls and some Greek gods became Roman gods. Makes sense. 2663. They made a sequel. They made Sea of Monsters. They didn't make the whole thing. It's worse, I'm sure. Probably why it stopped there. I could have someone watching Sea of Monsters as someone who day one Lightning Thief. Yeah. No, the movies were definitely not good. I didn't even know the second one came out. Yeah, I wouldn't have either. I don't think I actually did finish the Lightning Thief. Like, I think I watched it and I was like, this ain't it. Will Harry Potter remake be good? It'll be better than the movies. Too soon. It is, but like at the same time, like the movies I think like were fine, but didn't really, I think, do justice to the books. Because they were constrained by movie parameters. Shiny Crystal Ho-Oh. Okay. The movies are a separate entity. I mean, they can never be entirely separated. And like the thing is that the books just objectively are better. And that's coming from someone who thinks that people are wrong a lot of the time when they say that, because like certain metrics of a movie can never hold up to the book because it's part your imagination, you know. And like you can make the book as long as you want. Movies have limitations. But like even accounting for that, the books I think were just overall a better they were a better book experience than they were relative to like what a movie experience should be like when watching the movie. Oh, I guess I just paced it, right? I mean, what? Yeah, oh, it's just the gold one. Okay. Pure Ho-Oh? Not that one. did it. I find it hard to sit through Half-Blood Prince. Yeah, I mean, that was my favorite book, but the movie's didn't do it very much justice. It was too short. The runtime was so short compared to what happened. And I get that they were being like, audiences don't want to sit in the movie theater for 2 hours or whatever, or longer than 2 hours. You know, we got to cut it down. So, but yeah, just the TV show will just make it significantly better. It will just overall be a better collective viewing experience, for sure. It'll be better, but the fandom will never accept them due to nostalgia. I think partially yes, but also they love just having new shit, you know. So I think that'll balance things out. That movie, the actors felt like they really wanted to stop playing those roles. Yeah. Half-Blood Prince to me also felt like not that much exciting happened. You know, like we learned a bit about Snape. But like what else happened? Like nothing really happened, you know. In the books, I think a lot happened in terms of progressing Harry's character. But like, yeah, there was the Horcruxes stuff. The introduction of them at the end of the book. I think Horcruxes were okay, but I think there's just a lot of logic that like makes them really stupid. Like he could just do a random cup and then just like bury it, you know, like. But it's like it had to be something special to him that he left lying around somewhere. Give it to an astronaut in the ocean. That's what I'm saying, you know. Yeah, just have it on him. Have that thing on you. My arm is a Horcrux. He has it on him, who's killing him, yeah. It would be easier to find at that point, but who's gonna get it from him? Very good song. I agree. I didn't mind that, you know, with just the existence of Horcruxes, I didn't mind that. Long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, Retch got a shiny. We got one a week ago. If Harry had never done that, then Voldemort never would have died. Yeah, wasn't that kind of the point? Order of the Phoenix was chill. It was alright. Tobey Maguire plays Pokemon. Yo. Oh god. What's up, Marquise? I need sparkling water. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Goblet of Fire, iconic. I think the Goblet of Fire movie, though, kind of sucked. I know that's not a popular opinion, but to me, compared to the book, it was like, I think next to Half-Blood Prince, I think it was the worst one. Comparatively. Alright. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? I'm saying, yeah, I'm saying. Prisoner Azkaban movie second worst. What? I thought it was alright. I definitely think the book does laps around it though, yeah. The movie's so gah. Sorcerer's Stone, to be fair, they got to run with a 3.5-hour runtime. Also, to be fair, I think people have the best memories of it because it was the first Harry Potter movie, and it was like a lot of people's introduction to it if they hadn't read the books. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's just there's more of it, you know. And there's like a lot of concepts for them to introduce, so it's just kind of like free. So I think it has like some advantages that other movies can't have. The other movies can't have. Set, costume. I do feel like they scaled down a bit after that. But that's just not the biggest concern for me. They stopped caring about it. They started caring more about like just, you know, put them in a small setting that's like lower budget, you know, kind of thing. So they were definitely less grandiose with it. You're a wizard, Harry. I'm not a wizard, I'm just Harry. Well, just Harry. You're a wizard. I can't be a wizard, I'm just Harry. Well, just Harry. You're a wizard. You're pushing me over the fucking line, Hagrid. Yeah. Chamber of Secrets kind of the GOAT though. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I think it's the GOAT movie. Wow. The song Riddle reveals a goofy scene in my head still. I mean, it's alright. You're not gonna watch Doomsday. I still can't believe Hagrid went to school with and knew Tom. Why not? I can't get through post Endgame Marvel. There's some good stuff. I think the only thing is that the reason Marvel like fell off is because like They just kept upping the stakes and like putting more and more people in movies, and then they were like, well, here's a new movie where like the stakes aren't as high. Like this superhero like can punch stuff kind of hard, and you know, but like it's not really about the fact that they're super powerful. It's about this other stuff, and people were just like, you just showed me a movie with like the 30 most powerful beings in the universe and like ridiculous power scaling, and now you expect me to care about a character that like punches things, and like I just don't give a shit. You know, and I don't agree with that philosophy, but that's how people thought, and that's why the movies were being received more poorly, even though the movies were, I think, around the same, you know, level of good for the most part. Yeah. And like, Endgame was a bad movie. I don't know what that. No, I think Endgame was like, considering what they had to work with, I think was not very well done. Like, it's really hard to mess up because you just have like all these great actors and like all this great source material and this great like storyline and plot and everything, and it just was kind of a mess. I think compared to what it could be, you know. Fortnite Endgame game mode is more nostalgic for me. There's a stain. There's a lot of stains on this. Spider-Man, Guardians 3, Deadpool, and Wolverine. Yeah, I think most of the releases have been fine. I think Thunderbolts was good. I thought Thunderbolts was solid. I can't think of any of the others, but frickin' Wonder Man was freaking crazy. Wonder Man was so good. Wonder Man, like, actually bonkers. Like, heard good things. I haven't watched Black Widow. Yeah. If you haven't seen Wonder Man, you have to watch Wonder Man. It's insane. It doesn't even feel like a Marvel show. Like, it's a whole different thing. But then there's Marvel and stuff in it. Gilk? Probably not. I think it got a little overhated, but Hulk has a kid, not Bruce. Eh. Hey, what's up, Jake? It's going alright. Just big chillin'. Very chill Sunday. Yo, the bowling league? Amy's a bowling enjoyer. I'm not as much, but Amy likes bowling. I mean, it's alright. Your game's over 210. Hey, that's pretty good. Look up Scar She-Hulk. Eh. Why? Wait, what is that? What's wrong? Hello? Why is he bald? What's on his head? What is that? What is that? What is that? Why is his hair like that? Been on Ho-Oh for 10 hours. 10 hours, about 2,000 encounters, a little over 2,000 encounters. Why is his hair like that? Why does he have like, why is it shaved and it's just like normal? What are we doing? I don't get it. I mean, I don't think it's inherently a bad thing for the Hulk to have a kid, but why he looked like that? She-Hulk and Daredevil. What are we doing? What's going on? Yeah, just 10 hours. We had something really crazy happen actually before this in this game. If you go to my channel and you go to my shorts, it's the 3 shorts ago. So there's Execute, Rhyhorn, and then the thing that happened in this game. No, I don't want to give any spoilers, but if you haven't seen it, I would highly recommend going and looking at that video. The one with Gligar. I'll just go check it out. If you guys haven't seen it, just go check it out. I can't, no spoilers. I can't tell you what happens. You just have to see for yourself. It's a little wacky goofy. Remember when you thought Luigi played Daredevil? Yeah. Charlie Day. Mr. Day. Dr. Day. River from Ted Lasso died. I heard maybe Amy mentioned something about it. 71. Not too bad. Gleiger's saying I just got a shiny Shadow Gligar from a grunt in Pokemon on Friday. Hey, nice. I don't know that much about Pokemon Go. Welcome to announcing his tour tomorrow, and everyone calling the album mid needs to stay away from that Ticketmaster link. Are you saying that people saying it's mid shouldn't go see him so that the price stays low? So that there's less like scalping and stuff because there's less demand. Is that what you're saying? Last gum, yes. I thought we were out. Last gum. We have more, but I'd have to go get it. You're open to people who are saying mid, mid, mid. Skip, skip the concert. I got that thing on me. You've activated my trap card, shiny rectangle. It gives me 1 billion shinies in a row. It's gonna happen right now. Shiny ho. From the shiny rectangle. Something happened with Daniel Caesar. No one talked about the album, and when he announced his tour, all tickets sold out immediately. People are going and complaining he isn't playing his decade-old songs and instead is playing the new album. Yeah. What do you think the tour is for? Although, to be fair, if I ever went to see K play live, I just would want her to play Life as a Dog. I don't want to hear any of the new stuff. She actually released a new album, and I hadn't heard it. And I went to her channel, and I listened to a couple of the songs, and I was like, these actually aren't bad, but it turns out that they were, like, softened remixes she did, and they still were nowhere near as good as Life as a Dog. And they were all like softened remixes is what she called them, but they were like, it's all the songs, but she like slowed down her vocals and then like did different beats that were like sadder. And like the problem is that she wasn't sad. She's not sad in any of her new music. Life as a Dog, she was definitely very sad, and it made great music. I don't think her new music is objectively like bad or anything either, but it's just like way opposite my demographic, like just 0% anything that I want whatsoever out of music. Like, as an example, like on Life as a Dog, the songs are about like bad relationships she's been in, and then like her misuse of like alcohol and drugs, and then like overall like how she feels like a bad person and how she always wants to like treat people better, but like she doesn't end up following through with it, and stuff like that. And it's all, I think, to me is just like really meaningful, like not deep. I don't want me to be like, oh, I'm 13 and this is deep, but like a lot of stuff that's just like beyond the surface stuff that people just don't normally talk about when it comes to themselves. And she like was really revealing about her thought processes and the fact that she thinks she's a bad person, and her like family and parental issues and stuff like that and all that kind of stuff. And it was all kind of put out on display. And Life as a Dog did well, and she got like, you know, she did some features with some people after, and she made like a lot of money after with some songs she released after. I don't think Life as a Dog made that much. But all these people started commissioning her for movie music, and Can't Sleep did well, actually, I should say. Can't Sleep did really well and was in a couple of movies and a couple of commercials and stuff. She made money. She's having a good time. And then she releases new music, and it's just like, she's talking about like, I love hanging out with my best friend. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? Like, I go, hey, what? Who's this? K-Flay. Just the letter K, F-L-A-Y. My favorite album of all time of all of music, Life as a Dog by K-Flay. And it's the only album I like by her. Excuse me. That's it for the music? That's it for the music. Alright. Maybe a Tyler. Oh, Jack in the Box, nice. I haven't had Jack in the Box in forever. I lived in California for a while, and I ate Jack in the Box like quite a lot. I love the tacos. I like their burgers. I don't know. It like really satisfies that cheap burger craving. Their curly fries are really good. Those are the only three things I really ever got. I have the Divine Feminine tattooed on me. I wouldn't say that's favorite. I would just have his favorite song, sure. Sexy nasty. 1, 2 Fortnite. Good sauce. I've never heard of it. They have a hot ones menu right now. Hey, that's not my alley. I like hot sauce. So, I like hot ones. I mean, it's all right. It's been so much worse recently. Like, it feels like the guests give shorter answers, and it feels like they aren't trying to give as of in-depth of questions. Like, they just want quick answers. Like, they're just like, let's wrap it up, you know? I bet if we looked at it, I think the average interview time has shortened pretty significantly. Sriracha curly fry burger, munchies meal, buffalo chicken tater melt. That sounds wacky. Well, that one was great. Yeah, it felt like a little bit more like intimate, I guess. And it's like, it's not to say they sold out, but like they really were just like let it rock with like fucking, they have frozen shit, and they're like, oh, we gotta put all the hot sauce on the shelves, and like, oh, let's do a barbecue sauce, and like Hot Ones featured Hot Pockets, and it's just like, come on, dog. I get that bag, but like, have some limits, have some self-respect. Their hot sauces were really good. Yeah, the ones that you normally find on the shelf, the Rojo, I'm not a huge fan of, but the Verde is good. Their Buffalo, their classic Buffalo is good too. Good sauce. It is split. Like, I think they need to figure that out. I don't know why it's split, but it's so fine. Like, it just like texturally looks gross. The Fresno, I never had that one. Gemini Rights by Stacy Lacey. Ye. Blaze's favorite album is by Ye, guys. I would think BS is Backspace. I don't think it would be anything else. Bottom Shift. It's Yi no Ya? Ya? Kanye, yeah. Huh? Like Yee? What? Well, I said Yee when he... Wait. I feel like when you say, yeah, like saying yes to something, but you're saying it short. I think it's like yeah. And then with Kanye, it's like yay. Yee? I think Yee's fine. Yeah, like Yee-ol. I think we're gonna mix up here. go make ceviche. Sounds good. Good luck. I'm gonna go make ceviche. Okay. Good luck with ceviche. Not Peruvian. Nah, aguachiles. Alright then. Moved to Texas since Scarlet Violet Days. Nice. I lived there for a little bit. I lived in Seguin. It's near New Braunfels and like outside of San Antonio. I lived there with my sister for a little bit. And I was born in Texas too. But I haven't lived there other than being born there. Messi's in Texas right now. Hey. East Texas, nice, yeah. I think that's where Kerrville is, and that's where I was born, Kerrville. Iran is in Tucson. What? Nice. So much landmass in Texas. So much unpopulated landmass, I feel like. I'm gonna go visit the next city over, and it's like 47 hours. World Cup. I don't know nothing about the World Cup. I've heard it's happening, and that's it. I drove from Arizona when I moved. It was almost 15 hours. I'm saying. That's crazy. That's 2 states over. There's 1 state in between Texas and Arizona. It's New Mexico. And it took 15 hours. What's going on? What are we doing? What's going on? Divide Texas into 3 states. We could gerrymander it too. Let's gerrymander it. Yeah. Armenian national team is training and is stationed at their main camp in Tucson. Argentina's in Texas, Switzerland. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Is the World Cup in the US this year? I didn't know. Is that the thing? We're hosting it this year? This is not a good year for us to host it. North America. This is not a good time for us to host it. Tell them we got to do somewhere else. Somebody else got to host it. US, Mexico, Canada, all at once. Okay. Look, none of North America is having a good time. I think we need to hand off the baton to someone else, to be honest. Toronto World Cup sales are turbo low. Are they? I wonder if people just can't afford it. Canada and Mexico are affordable. Probably relative to the US, yeah. Highest World Cup tickets I've ever been. Yeah. I guess tickets also not in the culture, yeah. Makes sense too. Sorry, Canada, we know you guys like your hockey, and like honestly, the US isn't really that into football either. We like our football. We don't like football, we like football, you know. Not me personally. But like overall. I feel like it doesn't help. The whole football thing. Hockey, yeah. US soccer has exploded in the last 4 years. I'm sure it's more popular. Because of speed. Specifically. Like, actually, it's like just speed. Messi's on the Miami team, is he? What? Name one soccer player. Yay. Pac-Man. Zlatan also played in California for a bit. Ronaldinho. Different than Ronaldo. You want to see England go far because you love Harry Kane? I don't know who that is. Harry Kane was my nickname in high school. Yeah, can we get a Spain W? We get Spain the W. Small Kane, ouch. Mine was Raisin Kane. What happened to the music? Wait, oh, I accidentally started it at the end. Why does everyone always hate on France? Leave France alone, dude. Just because some Parisians are rude because they have to deal with a billion tourists a year doesn't mean France sucks. Leave France alone. French people are chill. They play boring football. Okay, we can hate on them for that. Alright, never mind. Carry on. Glazing Kane, not the Glazing Kane. You switched vouchers too? Hey! Me too. Yeah. I was just spitting out gum actually, but I'm about to pouch it up. I'm just about to pouch it up. They do systematic plays and get big and muscular so they can brute force through it. It sounds like you're describing a team like playing soccer correctly. I'll be right back, chat. I got pee and I need water. This right here. Sweat. Mango Rogue. I just go on. I have this website I go to, and whatever ones are the cheapest, but also familiar, I go for. Because like sometimes I don't know if they'll like suck or whatever, you know. But usually ons or zins. I got these ins for $2 a can, so not too bad. Yeah. I prefer ons though because they're smaller and like just them being smaller just makes it feel like it's less abrasive, you know? They don't last as long, but it's like whatever. The Mega Rogue tastes like candy. Ooh, yeah, I'd get pretty sick of that pretty quick. I'm always like on that mint life. I'm a minty Marcus. They've probably been out of business. A lot of these companies just seem to go like popping in and then going out of business. Japan actually dominated their preliminaries this year. Switzerland is in their group stage group, so they're probably cooked. Switzerland, France, Argentina, Spain, 4 most likely to win the whole thing. Let's go France. I want France to win not because they're like, because I just feel like they get overly hated in 2026, you know. Like, French people are chill. They're really nice. Every French person that's ever come into the chat has been like especially extra nice in a way that doesn't feel like disingenuous too, you know. Like, I go into a lot of streamers' streams as an example because I'm not what do you call it? I'm not much of a stream watcher, but when I do go into streams, sometimes I feel like there's like this disingenuous niceness where like they plan to be nice and they're nice no matter what. Like, and to a certain degree, I almost feel like I need to earn like kindness from people. And it's not like, because I don't think of like basic niceties as being kindness. You know, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like actually feeling like treated well by somebody. Have you seen Dark Smoke lately? So Dark Smoke, he actually has been very busy with work and some stuff, some other like outside of stream stuff, some life stuff. And so that's why he hasn't been streaming. He's had almost no free time, but he will have a lot of free time in July, and he's actually going to be streaming in July. Yeah, he wants to be streaming, but he's working like 60-hour weeks and like has some other stuff to deal with, so it's just kind of difficult for him to do. And he doesn't want to stream for like 1 hour a day. Like, he just doesn't want to do that. He can't even finish a lot of speedruns in that time, you know, or even get a run going in that time. Wow. France made the best video game ever, did they? He's goated in the One Life world. He's goated in every world. Yeah. I mean, he's the best person to ever play Borderlands 2. Like, he's the best speedrunner. He's the best One Lifer by a long shot. The only competition he's had in speedrunning is Deceptix. And Deceptix is very good, but like Smoke is just knocks out records. Like, he just will like not play the game for months and months and months, and then someone will take one of his records, and then as long as he has time to play, he'll play, and he'll just have record within, you know, usually for most records it's a couple days. For the more ridiculous records like 80% Sal, like UVHM Sal, more like 2 weeks. But 2 weeks to get record on the like potentially most optimized category in BL2. I think it is more optimized than Gauge as well. 80% Gauge. I think it's more optimized for sure. Region of the best Pokemon game. Gen 6? But yeah, I do think people hate on France too much. Like I don't get it. Like people like do like the Paris accent, like oh stupid American. Like people aren't like that. They're just not like that. Like there are people that exist like that, but it's usually people who are service workers in Paris because they deal with really rude tourists all the time. And so it's like this culture thing and just in Paris, you know? But it's like, France is a big country. There's a lot of people all over the place and everybody's really chill right now. Have you played BL4? No, and I won't either. Not my jam. It just is not like conducive to the way that I like to hunt and stuff. It's just not at the right environment. You know, like guaranteed pearl drops and like parts not mattering that much and the shit like that. It's just like, it's all kind of seems like it's all over the place. Yeah, and then the open world thing and like the fast spawns to hunts, you know, and like them refusing to make any hunt take too long for the most part, because they're like, oh, you can spawn in and there's no load screen and you could just respawn the boss in 5 seconds, you know, and every single one's 1 out of 10 for their dedicated, or like, oh, there might be 2 dedicateds, so it's like a 1 out of 20 worst case kind of shit, and it's just like, I'm just not messing with that, you know. And the variants that you can get on drops just isn't really that interesting. You know, it's not like parts from BL2. It's just not the same. BL3 felt better, yeah. BL2 felt even better than BL3, but BL3 at least like course corrected once they patched, you know? If they have 4 dedicated, you can get them all in 1 run too, and 4, yeah. Yeah, stuff like that, it's just like, yeah, I'm right. For me too, like, to be honest, like I think pretty much everyone feels this way, but some people just don't want to admit it. Like, I kind of care about other people, like, caring about things. Like, part of the motivation of playing BL2 is that other people like the game and like hunting for stuff and can appreciate rare stuff, right? But the reality is that the modern Borderlands audience, like, for the most part, like, 95% of people don't really care about getting rare stuff and farming and things like that. Like, they're like, oh cool, I killed this boss and I got a drop, but like, they don't want to sit there and grind a boss out or whatever. Usually they just kind of want to play the game, and I kind of get it, but it's just like, there's just not really that many people who really care about rare stuff in Borderlands, and there hasn't really been. Like, even when BL2 was really popular, like, people didn't, you know, people were like, oh, 94 Sham, the rarest thing in the game, which it obviously isn't, but like, nobody really cares about getting, you know, perfect anything that isn't hyper coveted, you know. And so as a consequence, I think it just makes me care about playing modern Borderlands games even less, because there's like less of an allure, less of like a coveted nature. Remember fighting your stream back in the Dove Mile and B days? Yeah. You can tell too, because like Joltz does like farming stuff. Like, he really likes rare stuff. He likes playing and trying to get rare stuff. He likes doing the farm, right? But there's so few people like that. And the thing is that he does content for it every once in a while, but it seems like he avoids it, or historically has avoided it, because it's just like, watch his stream when he's like, oh, we're doing a playthrough and it's like 1,000 viewers, and then he's like, okay, well, actually, we're just gonna like farm a perfect version of this for the rest of the day, and it's like 100 viewers, and it's like, oh, I see why you would, as someone who does this for a living, why you wouldn't want to gear your content towards that, you know. I really started to feel that way during like the Cobra farm, because like right at the beginning of the Cobra farm, like everyone was like so hype about it, and then it's just like that just faded so quickly. They were just like, oh, okay, well, Cobra, oh, it's cool because I heard about it, that it's rare, you know, but and if it's not something that's like, you know, that people talk about all the time, like if you're not hunting a 94 sham or like a, you know, even the double mal 1B, like people were just like, oh, okay, what? So just something about that community in general, like majority of them just really having zero care in the world about rare item hunting, just made me like want to play less, inevitably. There's not really like a rare item hunting community either, for the most part. Like there are some people, and sometimes they congregate, but there's not like a community for it. Took me forever to get in Northfleet back in the day. Yeah, you got to do the infinite money shot with Sal. That's how you. We would get like, you know, like we would look at like 20 Northfleets every 10 minutes or so, just trying to get perfect ones. There's just so many parts too. Like an extra part on launchers because you have grip, sight, accessory. Was it just grip, sight, accessory? Feels like it was more. Oh, exhaust. Yeah, an exhaust. And you needed to hit all of them to get a perfect one. Yeah. It used to be a bigger group of rare item farmers. Yeah, there used to be a few more. It wasn't giant, but used to be a few more. Tales from the Borderlands is goated. Kind of a different kind of game, but yeah. The Telltale stuff. Wow. And the thing about shiny hunting is like I had always like thought about doing it, but like until I kind of got disenfranchised with just the fact that like there just wasn't many people that really cared in the Borderlands community. I didn't really thought of it as being similar, but it's like the same thing. Rare item hunting. It's getting a rare character instead. But also with shiny hunting, there's like a very specific, large, dedicated community. Now, is the majority, like a big chunk of that community, unfortunately, do they have weird views on things? Yes. But it's like I can't make a video on Borderlands being like, man, people don't care about rare stuff, because like it's understandable people don't, you know. But with the Pokemon stuff, it's different. That's why I was able to make the video. Because people do care about rare stuff, they just don't understand how rarity works. I remember popping into Mopey streams way back when too. Might have been how I found you. It would make sense. Yeah, I would raid Mopey every once in a while and he'd raid me. I raided him when we got the 76.6 sham and he had been going for it and he was a little annoyed that I got before him. All good fun, but it was pretty funny. That may have been when you saw me, you know. Yeah, he'd been doing it once a week for like a couple of years, and I was just like, all right, let's grind this out. To be fair, I spent 175 hours on it. We went way over odds on it. Love the nostalgia of old Pokemon too. Yeah, me too, for like Gen 2 and Gen 4, I would say. Different eras for sure, but okay, you think it's about to shine? Let's see. Need to find a new emulator. There's a few good ones out there. MGBA, good for Game Boy and GBA stuff, and Desmume for DS. Hisuian Zork and Ghastly are like tied. Wow. Are we excited for Spyro 4? Is that a thing? Are they making that? I don't know, it's a thing. I know a lot of game announcements have been happening, but I didn't. Yeah, me. Absol and Berserker. Okay. Okay. You didn't either. Oh, you just heard about it. I don't keep up with too many video game things. I just kind of hear about it. Just not much of a gamer nowadays. I saw it was my first Shundo. What's a Shundo? You either die a gamer or live long enough to become a streamer. Yeah. People will be like, oh, but you're playing Pokemon. And it's like, I don't feel like I really play Pokemon. It's not really playing in the traditional sense. The resets for the sun in the game are really fast. They are. PDSP, they take a lot longer. Getting Articuno in that game. Yeah. Having a like dashboard and stuff. Yeah. Oh, perfect stat shiny. Oh, nice. Like shiny Hundo. That's a good name. $33.74 for Amy. Wow. Wow. Part of me wants to play BL3-1 again. I never got a pearl in that game. Yeah, you should. Go get all the pearls. Doesn't take too long once you get a good build going in endgame. Armory. If you play enhanced, you can do armory and you can get all the pearls in a reasonable period of time from the armory. Yeah, once you're fast at the armory, if you're fast at the armory, you get one about every 2 hours. So it's not too bad. You just have to be efficient. Is the thing. You can't check the red chests. Ran armory a ton. Did you do only lance chests? Because like if you're doing red chests, like honestly, like red chests take up like 200% more time. So probably more like an 8 to 10 hour kind of thing. Oh, one of your favorite Chinese? I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorites, but I think it's a really good one. I like Ho-Oh as a Pokemon. I think it's a good shiny. Yeah. Hey, you phased like 7 times since you were here last. Jeez. How you phasing so much? What's up with that? Well, hey, you're getting to your expected number of phases, which is 25. So. Yeah, you gotta not check the red chests. There's a route to do just all the lance chests. The red chests can't have pearls. Million drowsy. Unfortunate. Could have been some of the other stuff, or just a ditto. I'm definitely gonna do that hunt, and like honestly, it might not be that far from now. Like, yeah, it might not be that far from now that we do the ditto hunt. Like, if we can knock out some of these other, like if we get Pampor or if we get Chansey, or if we get both, then I'll probably want a long-term hunt. And I think ditto is like Gen 2 ditto is really high on the list. Shiny Lugia is very cool though. Yeah, I like Lugia as a Pokemon more, but I like Ho-Oh's shiny more. I took a video of me killing a shiny Drowsy with my shiny hoe when I got my last shiny Drowsy. Oh, that sounds like what Amy has done. That Amy got a bunch of Spearows when she was doing Headbutt Heracross, and she got like 5 in a row, and the 5th one she made it struggle to death. And I think on the 4th one she ate it with Draco Meteor from like Shiny Latios or something. Did I see you hunt the blue Bob? Yeah, Bob. We'll see. Because we could be going for Panpour and Chansey for like a long time. I don't want to have more than 2 like ridiculous hunts going at once. So Draco Meteor and then struggle. Yeah, so 4 and then 5. Yeah. The funny thing is that Draco Meteor has a 5% chance to miss. It would have been so funny if it missed. It's 95% accurate, so. Wow. First shiny I ever got was the Roman Spirit Tomb in Scarlet Violet. Makes sense. That's pretty much one of the rarest ones you can get in Scarlet and Violet in general. I think probably basically the rarest normally accessible hunt, actually. Amy is brutal. She's very metal. Mesprit and Cresselia and BDSP, hey. I want to do that the Cresselia hunt in Platinum. That's gonna be sick. Once we get to that. We love Cresselia except for Cresselia's hair. It's Karen haircut. We ignore that though. Normal Pokemon turn shiny by brute force to avoid the struggle they might get into. Yep. Right. I remember there's this one person that crashed out that like in all the shiny hunting communities, they were like in all the discords and stuff, and they like crashed out saying that like shiny hunting of like doing random encounters is brute force RNG manipulation, which is like is technically true. Like you're resetting until you get the RNG that you want. But it's not like a particular seed or something. You just want like one specific result, right? But like they crashed out like in just like people didn't disagree with them, but they were just like, what's your point in saying that? And they were saying it in just like a negative way. Like you shouldn't do it because it's RNG manipulation. RNG manipulation is bad. Like you should only get random shinies. Like they were a shiny hunter and then they crashed out and were like, you have to get only random shinies like when you're just playing the game. Like because RNG manipulation's bad. Like the devs didn't intend it or anything. They were having like having like psychosis, like crash out. And they called it RNG brute force RNG manipulation. It's like technically true, but like You have to not even be trying for it to be real. Yeah. It is crazy. Do I love RNG brute forcing the Citto, right? Me too. Yeah. And they were saying too, like, if it's stupid if you do it because, like, if you're gonna RNG manip, just like do it correctly. You know? I think maybe they win a little over odds on a hunt or something. Like this. When encountering any Pokemon, if you do so repeatedly, trying to get a result, then yes. Like if you do it with the expectation that you're going to continue doing it until you get the result that you want. So it's about your intention. Eventually I want to hunt the roamers in gold silver, some of the best shinies, yeah. Some pretty cool hunts too. Some unique ways that you go for them. Wow. Had a health scare a few months ago, went to the ER, ended up being severe panic attack. But I had a moment when I thought I was dying. One of my last thoughts was I never found the Ditto. Oh, ever since I've been locked in, right? That's the motivation right there for you. RNG manipulate Jirachi. There was no tutorial, I did it on emulator. Can't believe it actually worked. Hey, there you go. That's an accomplishment right there. It's very difficult to do. People don't understand. People are like, oh, you just get free shinies. Like, no, it's very complicated. Depending on the game and the circumstances and stuff, but you get the idea. Ocean 1 had shiny hunting? It does. Yeah, you can shiny hunt in Gen 1. They just don't look shiny, but you can check their stats, and if you get the right stats, you transfer them to Gen 2 and they're shiny. Because it's based on DVs. The only thing is that you can't get shinies from tall grass. Yeah, like the starters, I don't think can be shiny. Maybe you can get a DV range that can be shiny, but you have to like level them up to check. So it's not super feasible way of hunting. But all the static encounters are doable. I think there's like some other random encounters you can do. Visually hunting, yeah. Yeah, you have to catch them and check the stats. That's the only way. There's a patch, but doing it on hardware would be pretty difficult. You'd have to flash your car with the patch. Alright, gamers. It's about that time. We did 2 hours today. Like I said, stream from today on will be like more of a toss-up. Like very easily we could be streaming tomorrow or the next day, but also we might not. For the next week or so, it is going to be a little bit of a toss-up. Little bit of a tossy-wassy. Okay. No raid. We're just gonna do one last one here. But thank you guys for chatting, chilling, lurking, whatever you were doing. Okay. And I'll see you next time. Later, gamers. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.